What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of Punters Playbook, where me, your gracious host, I try and make you guys, the viewers, money. A lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears goes into the making of these videos, and it's all to make you guys profit at the end of the day. So yeah, obviously. Obviously, I don't know how many times I have to say that. Before we get into the punting and the tipping and the stats and the rah-rahs, wanted to say thank you for subscribing. We're at 1.68, something like that. We might be at 2K by the time this video comes out. I don't know. That's probably a huge oversight. We'll be at 7K anyway by the time this video comes out. So thanks for subscribing. Subscribe to this video. Subscribe to the channel, rather. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say on that. We're going to be doing 1,000 subscriber live stream on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. All right. It's going to be a start. The live stream will start as the kickoff for the first game of the Saturday night round. So, yeah, that's where we'll be. We'll be on a live stream. There'll be a few of us. We'll be having a few, a couple bubbles, a few beers, rugby league. All right, there'll be some goofs, there'll be some gags, there'll be a call line you can call up and you can... Yeah, there'll be stuff there to do. There'll be stuff there to do. But other than that, guys, I think that's all I've got to cover. Live stream, subscribers, thank you, stuff like that. Yeah, let's get into the video. Let's get into the tips. Okay, this is Tippers Playbook. Where I give my tips for the round. There's no punting involved here. There's no money involved. I'm just telling you who I think's going to win and why. Storm versus Parramatta. As generational as the win was last week against the Storm, all right, I think Parramatta aren't going to back it up and do 2 times in a row. The Storm are going to be a little bit pissed off the Storm aren't going to be pissed off because they won last week, but for some reason it feels like they lost. And, they got Munster back and they got Pappenhausen back. Jerome Hughes is out, shoulder dislocation. But them two are back and that's going to improve their performance leaps and bounds. So I'm going to go with the Storm here. Warriors Dolphins. Warriors are the underdog and they're 4th on the ladder. As stated here, 4th. The Dolphins 8th. And the Warriors are the underdog, guys. This could either go one or two ways. A, easy money. Like, it's in Auckland. It's at Gomini Stadium, so this could either go two ways. A, easy money, the Warriors win. One of the all-time great Warriors wins with the weakened side. Or, said weakened side doesn't perform to the level they need it to. And the Dolphins run away with it. And the Dolphins smash them. I think the latter of the two, okay. Not the ladder. What's the opposite of ladder? And not ladder as in climb, ladder as in... Anyway, I'm going with the Warriors here. All right, honorary war and dat. And I think the Warriors have just got a little bit more go about them. Okay? And go is go. So I'm going to go with the Warriors here to go. Because go is go. Even though I think the Dolphins do have a really good chance. And Cody Nicaraema's back. Okay, I think the Warriors, even though they're missing a lot, I think they'll have one of the all-time wins here. Whoa, pardon me. Broncos versus... I don't even want to watch this game. Honestly, I probably won't watch this game. Because I don't want to see my team get bloodbathed. Okay, I don't think that we're going to beat the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to be pissed that they lost last week. Madge is going to want them to make a statement out of us, and we're going to be a punching bag for the Broncos. All of that being said, I'm going with South Sydney here because I'm not some little pussy. I'm not some little cuck, okay, who's going to pick the fucking Broncos over my ride or die since birth rugby league NRL team, all right? Hey, Dad, who should I go for? I don't know, son. You're following my club. You got no choice, all right? And now it's my club. Now it is my club. All right, I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice in the matter then, and I don't have a choice in the matter now. I've just got to hop with the rabbits here. Okay. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Okay, live by the sword, die by the sword is something with, yeah. Living by the sword, dying by the sword. That's the thumbnail for the video. It's gonna be me holding the sword. Knight, maybe like dressed up as a knight, holding the sword. Yeah. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Yeah. That's it. All my bets, all my picks, all my tips, they're all going to be live by the sword, die by the sword picks. So what am I feeling here? I'm feeling the Storm. Okay, that's live by the sword. Warriors, live by the sword, die by the sword. Rabbitohs, live by the sword, die by the sword. Penrith versus the Titans. I'm going to take Penrith here. Okay, they're rolling, and it's live by the sword, die by the sword kind of pick. Yeah, I don't mind Penrith. I hate the Titans. Matter of fact, I need the Titans to lose, because if the Titans start winning games, guess what? We are going to get the spoon. I need the Titans to lose every game, or for us to win at least one more than what they make. So I need Penrith to pump them here. I'm picking Penrith. Dragons, Raiders, Dragons. By the sword, live by the sword, die by the sword. That was a burp, by the way. I'm not like stimming. Manly versus Roosters. Gonna go with the Roosters here. Oh, at Brookvale though. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Roosters here. I'm gonna go with the Roosters. Taking the Roosters. Tigers, Bulldogs. Sharks, Cowboys. Sharks. Oh, it's the Sharks in the mid-afternoon sort of dusk park. Sharks in the mid-afternoon dusk park. You don't beat them. And then the Knights have got to buy. So that's all my tips. Yeah. Let's get into doing. What's it called, bro? What's the thing called? Stats, multis. Okay, stats, multis. Starting up first. The first game of the round on the Thursday night. Some stats for that. Parramatta. Oh shit! Fuck! I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to get a little bit closer to him. Parramatta have lost each of their last 7 matches against opponents that were ranked in the top 4. Each of Parramatta's last 8 home matches against Melbourne have gone under the total match points line. Harry Grant has scored at least 1 try in each of Melbourne's last 6 matches against Parramatta. And honestly, I'd look to take that one, okay? I've kind of become a little bit more conservative in my picks and multis and stuff as such towards the end of the year. But if this was like early, mid-year me, I'd be taking a Harry Grant. And I'd be sprinkling a lot more in there. But I'd honestly almost take it now because he's in form due to, the team, they've got to kind of rely on the skip a little bit without Jerome Hughes there. I know I get a Munster's back now, Papadan's back, but, you kind of got to rely on the skip. Zach Lomax has scored at least 1 try in each of Parramatta's last 4 matches. Grant Anderson has scored at least 1 try in 5 of Melbourne's last 6 matches against opponents that were ranked in the bottom 4. Come on, where's some... Yeah. Will Penasini has scored in 3 of Parramatta's last 4 home matches against opponents that were ranked in the top 4. So that's all I got there. My multi for this game, I'm going to go with Melbourne Storm, Addo Carr. That's my multi for this game. Real simple, keeping it neat, tight. I think, it's obviously it's been a long time since the Fox played for Melbourne Storm, but I reckon he's going to want to score a try there. And he only scored 1 last week, and Lomax scored 2. And yeah, you do. You got Mitchell Moses kicking out of Lomax, but I mean, they'll probably put Xavier Coates out there, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah. What did I do? Melbourne Storm, Josh Addo-Carr. Head-to-head for the first Friday night game. The Dolphins have won 4 of their last 5 matches after a bye. 5 of the Dolphins' last 6 night matches have gone over the total match points line. The Warriors have won the first half in each of their last 7 matches at Go Media Stadium. following a home loss. There's a little bit extra in there. Herbie Farnworth has scored a try in each of the Dolphins' last 6 away matches. Leka Halasima has scored a try in each of New Zealand's last 4 matches. In each of New Zealand's last 3 matches, the opposition's starting left wing has scored at least 1 try. That's Jake Averillo. Cody Capes, friend of the show, Cody Capes, please reach out, brother, has scored a try in 3. Has scored in each of his 3 appearances against the Dolphins. So Kurt Capewell scores against the Dolphins, essentially what I was trying to say there. But I got a little bit of the something. Sometimes I struggle with stuff like that. And Adam Pompey has scored a try in each of New Zealand Warriors' last 2 matches. So for that one, I'm just going to go ahead and do Curdy Capes Dolphins to win. No, shit. Curdy Capes Warriors to win. Sorry, live by the sword, die by the sword. Can we edit me doing that with a sword? I don't know how we're... Yeah, maybe not. Don't worry about that. That's more of like a Monday. That's more of like a round recap thing. We do all that sort of fun editing. Punters Playbook, we just get in, we talk business, we make money, and we get out. Broncos, Rabbitohs. What do we got here? Head-to-head, South Sydney has lost each of the last 8 matches. Cool, thanks. Thanks for rolling it in. Each of Brisbane's last 4 matches have gone under the total match points line. Look for that to change when they just blow us out of the water. Wink, nudge, nudge, live by the sword, die by the side. Billy Walters scored a try in each of Brisbane's last 3 matches. Tallis Duncan. In each of Brisbane's last 3 matches, the opposition's starting left centre has scored at least 1 try. Alright, in each of South Sydney's last 3 away matches, the opposition's starting right centre has scored at least 1 try. Katoni Stangs. And Alex Johnson has scored at least 1 try in each of his last 3 away appearances against opponents that were in the top 8. So, for this one, I'm going to go with... Oh, look. You can't pick South Sydney try scorers anymore. I'm going to go with Alex Johnson. No, you know what? I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to go Tallis Duncan. I'm going to go Tallis Duncan unders. Wait, no. Tallis Duncan, bro. Isaiah Tass. I'm going to go Isaiah Tass unders. Gee, that took a bit. That took a bit to do. Yeah, Isaiah Tass unders. That's what I want. Penrith versus Titans. Gold Coast have lost each of their last 9 matches against the reigning premiers. Each of Penrith's last 6 matches as a favourite has gone under the total match points line. Jojo Fafita has scored at least 1 try in each of Gold Coast's last 5 matches against teams on a winning streak. Milky Bar Kid has scored at least 1 try in each of Penrith's last 4 away matches. Philip Sami has scored at least 1 try in each of Gold Coast's last 4 day matches. Dylan Edwards has scored at least 1 try in each of his last 3 appearances against opponents that were ranked lower on the ladder. For this one, Dilly Ed, he's really come back into form. I'm liking what Dilly Ed's doing out there. I'm just going to go Dilly Ed and Milky Bar Kid. Slap them 2 together, and me like it a lot. Not much more here now. We're almost out of the woods. Never mind, there's 4 more fucking games. Head-to-head, Canberra has won each of their last 11 matches against opponents that were lower in the ladder. 7 of St. George Illawarra's last 8 matches outside of Sydney have gone over the total match points line. In each of the Dragons' last 9 matches at Wynn Stadium, the starting left wing has scored at least 1 try. Corey Allen. Huddy Young has scored a try in 4 of his last 5 appearances against the Dragons. It'd be good to see Huddy finally get a try. I haven't seen him in weeks. It's like he's forgotten how to score tries. Ethan Strange has scored a try in 4 of Canberra's last 5 matches as an away favourite. And Jacob Little has scored at least 1 try in each of his last 3 home appearances against a team that were in the top 8. Or top of the ladder. And, yeah. So, I'm going to go... Because, look, I backed him last week and he didn't come through for me. So, I'm just going to go with Huddy Young. I really might dangle over the edge here. I'm going to go Huddy Young, Ethan Strange, Raiders to win. That's the first multi of the round with 3 legs in it. All right, I've been very, very particular with what I'm picking here. All right, don't want to get too, because it's a drug. Because you can start getting lost in the punt. You can start getting lost in the punt. You look at the figures, the win figures, and you don't look at the cost figures. Remember, gamble responsibly. Head to head, the home team has won 8 of the last 9 matches between Manly and the Roosters. Each of Manly's last 4 matches at 4 points have gone under the total match points line. Ruben Garrick, as a first-time try scorer here, in each of Manly's last 3 home matches, its starting left wing has been the first try scorer. Kohler has scored at least 1 try in each of Manly's last 7 home matches. Tommy Turbo, in 5 of Sydney's last 6 matches as an underdog, the opposition's starting left centre has scored a try. Mark Nwanganita-Wase has scored at least 1 try in 6 of his last 7 appearances against opponents that were ranked higher on the ladder. Tedesco has scored at least 1 try in 4 of Sydney's last 5 matches against Manly. And Tommy Talau has scored a try in each of Manly's last 3 matches against the Roosters. So I'm going to go with Teddy, Marky Mark, Roosters to win. Tigers, Bulldogs. Head-to-head, the Tigers have lost each of their last 9 matches against opponents that were ranked in the top 4. I shouldn't laugh at that. My team we're battling, all right? Don't give Reggie the fucking spoon either. 8 of the Tigers' last 9 matches at CommBank Stadium have gone under the total match points line. And Canterbury has won the first half in each of their last 6 matches, and Canterbury has failed to cover the line in each of their last 5 matches at CommBank Stadium. I don't have many stats on that one, so I'm just going to go... I'm going to go Bulldogs to win, Tigers to make the line, and Jareem Buller to score any time. That's real eyes up punting right there. And last one, not many stats for this one either, guys. We're pretty shy on stats at the moment. The Cowboys have lost each of their last 7 matches against opponents that were ranked in the top 8. 4 of Cronulla's last 5 matches against the Cowboys has gone over the total match points line. Sorry, there's been so many unders. I'm just used to saying unders. The Cowboys have lost both halves in each of their last 3 matches against an away underdog. That can't be right. As an away underdog. Oh, as an away underdog. I thought they were saying the Sharks were an away underdog. I was like, that's not right. Cronulla has covered the line in 7 of their last 8 matches as a favourite against the Cowboys. Keep it simple on that one. I'm just going to take the Sharks to cover the line, and I'm going to take Katoa, Sione Katoa. I think that's it. Anyway, the winger. A winger. So that's my multi for that one. Pretty weak multi, that one, actually. Maybe we should stuff it. It'd be good. So that's all we get to talk about punting, and that's all we get to talk about punting-wise and stats-wise. So we're going to go over to the board now. We're going to go over the new digitized board, and we're going to look at the board, and we're going to break that down, and then that's the end of the video, guys. I've held you for long enough, all right? Okay, we're back with the board. We're back with this week's hot, handsome board. Not a lot going on in Cash Cows this week, guys. If you're new to Punters Playbook, I feel like I explain this every week, but hey. I feel like I have to, or else it's not fair to the newcomers who are looking at this and going, what's a cash cow? What's a lock? What's a long shot? Simply put, Cash Cow, that's a team that's going to make... It's a team who, in my opinion, it's being overlooked. All right? It's being called an underdog, and it's not an underdog. All right? Locks, it's a team that just makes sense. All right? That you know they're going to win. They're not paying that much because they're probably going to win. And then long shots, it's like they're probably not going to win. They're getting paid out. No one's got faith in them, and it's a long shot bet. It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. I really shouldn't have to explain it. You guys could probably look at that and go, well, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So anyways, Cash Cows, the Wires, $2.25, obviously. Roosters, $2.15, obviously. And the Dragons, $2.90. The only reason I put the Dragons in here at $2.90 is because they're playing... who are they playing? The Raiders? Was it the Raiders? Who are they actually playing? I can't even remember now. Anyway, they're playing a team who I think, like, yes... Is it the Raiders, man? Now it's going to kill me. Now it's going to punt it. Hold on. Give me a second.
Oh, my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, buddy. They're playing the Raiders. So they are. They're playing the Raiders. I just think the Dragons have got it in them. And, like, they're one of them weird teams that, like, they beat big, good, hard-to-beat teams every once in a while. So, I just put them in here because it's, like, a bit of a cash cow pick. Should have been a long shot, but I don't care. Locks, Broncos. Well, the Wires, $2.20. I think I already said that. Broncos, $1.16. Storm, $1.28. Penrith, $1.22. Sharks, $1.49. Raiders, $1.42. And the Dogs are $1.30. So there's a lot going on in the locks box this weekend. Same as last weekend, actually. A lot of locks. A lot of just givens. All right, and then long shots, Cows, $2.90. The Rabbits, $5.40. Tigers, $3.60. Titans, $4.25. And Parramatta at $3.70. So, there's... Them long shots are pretty long-shotted, right? And then, try time, my favourite segment of the week. It's where we take 2 try scorers from each game, 1 from each team, and we put them in this big list of every game. And, I'm like, well, this guy's probably going to score a try. So starting us off, Ryan Papenhuyzen at $1.25. That's actually not right. That's a user error. I've done something wrong there. All right, I'm sorry about that. Pappy is paying like $2.10, or he might be at $2.05, or he might be at $2, or he might be at $1.90 now. I don't know. Prices change, but when I was looking at this, he was at $2.10. Pappy at $2.10. Forget that it says $1.25. I don't know why. Footy Dean, $6.60. I think him playing number 6 now gives him a little bit more room to just roam around on that side of the field. And he doesn't have so much responsibility as a number 7. I think he'll score a try. Oh my God. That was a timer. Nicaragua's back, $3.70. All right, he was scoring tries before he got injured. DWZ, Zalesniak, he's paying $2.10. It's a pretty good price for a winger, I thought. Billy the Kid. Billy, what's his name? What's the kid's name? Billy Walters. Billy the Kid. $4.10. All right. Just makes sense. All right. If he's been scoring them, why not put him on the board? Bailey Bentley Harp for the Rabbitohs. $2.70. Great odds for a winger. Casey McLean is $2.25. Beau Fermor at $5. All right. Back rower. He's a back rower who does, in fact, score. Ethan Strange at $3.05. I'm pretty sure that price has gone down a little bit. Tyrell Sloan at $1.91. Marky Mark at $2.10. All right, I think that's definitely gone down. Having a Marky Mark at $2.10 is crazy. Kohler, he's at $2.20. Jacob Preston, $2.50. Buller, $3.60. Nickera, who is back off of a little nickel, or a nickel, or whatever you want to call him, he's at $2.60, and Clifford the Big Red Dog, he's at $6. So I like that. Big Red Dog, $6. We love it. Trawler bet, all right. Everyone's favorite time of the week, trawler bet. We haven't hit a single trawler bet yet, and I've taken some pretty stingy ones. So I've scrapped the whole idea of doing stingy bets, and I'm just doing hardcore, huge nut bets, immortality bets. So starting with Josh Adokar on the Thursday night. I really believe he's going to score. Dallin Waitani-Zalesniak. I really believe he's going to score. Ethan Strange, okay, we know he scores tries. It's just, like, will he score? Jacob Preston, he hasn't scored a try in a while, so I think he's due to get one this weekend, especially against the Tigers. And then I got the Roosters to win. It's paying $72.29. Thank you very much. That's immortality. That's immortality. So, that's the board done. Multis, picks, whatever. All right, that's the whole video done. Thanks for watching, guys. We've been getting a lot more support on the Punters Playbooks as of late, which is good. I really like that because for the longest time now I was making Punters Playbooks and they weren't doing well. So they're finally getting like not as much traction as the Monday videos, but they're getting views and I like that. I like to see that my work's paying off. So yeah, keep watching the videos. Like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. I should start saying that. Turn on notifications. Makes me sound a little bit more professional. But yeah, turn on notifications. Like and subscribe. I don't know if you're not. Doesn't make any sense why you're not subscribed. It's like so silly. You can just subscribe. It's free. Check out my socials, Instagram and TikTok. I do a lot on Instagram. I do a little bit on TikTok. Like I do a little bit on TikTok, but I don't do as much on TikTok as I do Instagram. I love Instagram. All right? I mean, I'd love to see myself as a bit of an Instagram connoisseur. So, yeah, that's all I've got, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Make some money. Make me proud. And yeah, see you in next week's episode of Round Recap on Playbook. All the good ones. Deuces.